Hi friends, it's Megan LaHerrera with Dreamcatcher Realty. You may be like many who are looking into doing energy efficient upgrades to your property. More and more people are going solar, and most of the people know nowadays that leasing your system is not as beneficial to you as the homeowner as purchasing your system. And there's a fairly new financing program in our communities. In Placer County, it's known as MPower, and in Sacramento County, it's known as Ygrene. And basically what it does is it allows you to purchase and own your system. It allows you to enjoy those tax benefits right away and see that instant savings that any energy efficient upgrade will do to your property. But what it does differently is you don't see a monthly payment. It's very appealing to a lot of people. It instead attaches to your property tax bill. So once a year, a portion of that tax installment will go to pay off your system, usually for a life of about 10 to 20 years, depending on how much your system came to and what exactly you're doing to your home for energy upgrades. So if you are actually in the process of shopping around and thinking about going solar or thinking about doing an energy efficient upgrade to your home, I just wanted to make sure I kind of talk to you about the fine print of these two programs, so that way you have all the education you need to make the right decision for you and your home, and know that if you are doing this to basically upgrade and increase the value of your home, that financing through MPower or Ygrene is probably not the best idea. Here's a story of clients of mine I just closed escrow with, and what they did to their home is they needed a new roof, and they decided when they did their consult that they were going to move forward with a new roof, new HVAC, and new windows and doors throughout their home. Now, their total bill came to $69,800. If you ask me, that's on the quite high side for just a roof, HVAC, and windows. But they proceeded. They were very excited about it being attached to the tax bill. They were very excited about the instant benefit and the no monthly payments. And when they came to me, unfortunately, I had to kind of be the bearer of bad news a little bit. And watching their situation, I just felt the need to do this video to make sure that everybody's aware before they sign on that dotted line. Now, when they were in their sales consult with their sales rep, they asked point blank, they said, is there a prepayment penalty? Because most likely we're going to be selling our property in the near future, and we want to make sure that if we pay off the system, there is not a prepayment penalty. And they were told no. And as their realtor, I scoured through their contract and I saw there is absolutely no prepayment penalty. But what there was in their contract is a redemption fee. The redemption fee is basically 5% of the balance of the loan when you go to pay it off early. So if you ask me, it's basically a prepayment penalty. It's just being called something different. So it's very important to know that in my mind going into this, because if your motivation is to do this and end up selling in the near future and pay off this system, you will incur that 5% penalty. The other thing that's very important to know, especially if you're doing this to not enjoy the solar or the HVAC or roof or whatever upgrade that you're doing to your home for the full life of the loan, is when you go to sell, basically Ygrene and MPower do not subordinate their loan. So what that means is basically the lender for your mortgage or the lender for a refinance that you're doing or your new buyer's lender will basically be taking a second place position to this lien. So that means in the event of foreclosure, this lien is paid off prior to the mortgage. A lot of lenders are going to have issues with that. Fortunately, in the last few months, a lot of new programs have opened up that allow buyers to take over this lien and still close escrow. But it is definitely not a smooth process by any means, and I feel that it's very important to know about this. Now, I mentioned to you earlier that my clients paid or agreed to pay $69,800 for their brand new roof, brand new HVAC system, and brand new windows. The other point I wanted to make sure I laid out there for you is theirs was set for a 20-year loan. So for 20 years, once a year, there was going to be an installment paid through their property tax bill. The interest rate was 8.75%. So I sat down with my loan officer and we crunched the numbers, and we figured out that had they stayed in their property and paid once a year through the Ygrene program, they would have in essence ended up paying $148,000 for a brand new roof, a brand new HVAC, and new windows and doors. Now, you know as well as I do that in 20 years, that roof isn't going to be so new anymore. That HVAC system is going to be on its last legs, and those brand new windows are going to be outdated. So I think it's very, very important before you sign on that dotted line to know all of these facts about the MPower and Ygrene program, because I don't believe that the sales reps understand enough, or they don't want to tell you the bad parts of it. They are probably commission-based employees. Now, if you've already done this to your property, please do not feel bad. You did put some value into your home, and if you're looking to sell in the near future with this type of lien on your property, you need an agent that's familiar with this program. It's truly going to be the key to your success. I fortunately am that agent. I have done all the research. I have read every page of this 48-page contract. I have talked to Ygrene multiple times on the phone, and I continue to dig and find more details to help out homeowners, buyers, and sellers in the area that are encountering these liens for the first time. If you have any questions about financing through MPower or Ygrene, or any other questions about energy efficient upgrades and what they do to the home value, please call me anytime, 916-716-6512. Megan LaHerrera with Dreamcatcher Realty, and make it a great October.